Kenworth is designed so that all switches are intuitively grouped and organized, with all essential controls well within reach. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel, you'll find the ignition switch. It is conveniently located to the left of the steering column and for many can be accessed from the ground. To start the engine, first turn the ignition key to the on position. This will initiate the instrumentation system self-test to verify the operation of the gauges and warnings. Once complete, move the key to the start position. If the engine does not start within 15 to 20 seconds, release the ignition switch to avoid misuse of the starter motor or the batteries. Above the ignition switch, you'll find two floodlight switches in order to turn on the first and second set of cab-mounted floodlights. To the right of the ignition switch, you'll find the cab dimmer switch, which alters the brightness of the instrument panel lights. The next switch to the right is a combination switch. The upper part of the switch turns on your cab dome lights. The lower part of the switch turns on your footwell lights. The last switch in the series is the pre-trip inspection switch. When the switch is engaged, the feature will cycle through the following lights: park lights, stop brake lights, side marker lights, hazard turn signals, low beam headlamps, high beam headlamps, and the first set of fog driving lights if equipped. As the operator, the pre-trip inspection switch allows you to verify light functionality by visibly watching the light cycle from outside the vehicle. It will also visually alert you to any light-related fault in the instrument cluster. This feature is conveniently located next to the steering wheel and is accessible for many drivers from the ground. Top center of the dash, you'll find additional lighting switches. The red switch is your hazard light switch, which operates the emergency flashers. With the switch in the on position, the emergency flashers make all four turn signals, front and rear, flash simultaneously. The flasher works independent of the ignition switch. You should always use the flasher if the vehicle is disabled or parked under emergency conditions. The second switch is a combination switch. Position 1 turns on the park lights, tail lights, and dash lights. Position 2 activates the headlights in addition to the park lights, tail lights, and dash lights. The third switch controls the cab and vehicle clearance and identification lights, sometimes referred to as cab or roof mounted marker lights. The fourth and fifth switch locations serve as placeholders for spare switches. The lower center switches on your Kenworth were equipped specifically for this FedEx truck. To the immediate right of the trailer brake valve, you'll see a row of 3 switches. First, you'll find the mud and snow traction control switch, which modifies the vehicle's normal traction control. This function increases available traction on slippery surfaces like snow, mud, or gravel by slightly increasing the allowable wheel spin. When this function is in use, the ATC warning lamp blinks continuously. The second switch is the lane departure warning disable switch. The lane departure warning is a safety feature that provides feedback to the driver when the vehicle is departing its lane. There may be times, however, when the warning is not needed. When pressed, this switch will override the lane departure warning functionality for 15 minutes. The third switch in this set is the hill hold disable switch. The hill hold feature gives the operator time to release the service brakes and press the accelerator while holding the truck on a hill. You can disable this feature by pressing the switch to temporarily deactivate the hill hold functionality. Directly to the right, you'll find another set of switches. The first is the fifth wheel lock switch. This allows the operator to release the fifth wheel kingpin from inside the cab when dropping trailers. The red shield acts as a guard over this switch and is meant to protect you from accidentally releasing the lock. The second and fourth positions serve as placeholders for spare switches. The third switch allows you to manually control the diesel particulate filter regeneration process. Pressing the switch for approximately 4 to 8 seconds will initiate a parked regeneration. Parked regeneration requires that your vehicle is stopped with the transmission in neutral and the parking brake set. Complete instructions on this function are available in the Engine Aftertreatment Controls Operator's Manual. Underneath the AC temperature controls and to the right of the storage tray, you'll find additional switches. The first is a placeholder for a spare switch. The second is the suspension dump switch. Activate the switch to deflate the suspension airbags. The switch is caged to protect you from accidental activation. The third switch is the differential lock for your drive axle. Activate the switch to engage the rear axle diff lock. This feature should only be activated at slow speeds. See your operator's manual for complete instructions. The last switch in the series is the fifth wheel slide release. Just like the fifth wheel lock release switch, the fifth wheel slide release switch is protected by a guard to prevent accidental activation. Lift the cover and flip the switch to unlock the fifth wheel slide. By placing the switch in the unlock position, you can slide the fifth wheel to various positions to adjust weight distribution. Your vehicle is equipped with an optional AM/FM stereo receiver, CD, MP3, and USB entertainment radio. In the upper left-hand corner is the button that connects your phone with the system's Bluetooth for hands-free calling. The Bluetooth menu is available when the phone button is pressed for more than 3 seconds. To navigate through it, rotate the knob. On the right side, you'll find a series of gray buttons. The first allows you to switch between AM/FM, CD, USB, auxiliary, and Bluetooth audio. Press the switch once to turn the radio on and press and hold to turn the radio off. The middle gray button allows you to scan radio channels. The last gray button is your display button to change your display views. Directly to the right, you'll find the radio knob. This feature does multiple things. Rotate the knob to increase or decrease volume or to navigate within a menu. You can also press it for less than 3 seconds to display the audio control menu, for example, to set an alarm. Use the radio knob to set and confirm each selection. You can also press it for more than 3 seconds to display the user menu. The user menu adjusts things like speakers or lighting options. When in navigation mode, press the knob to confirm the selected action. To the right of the gray buttons, you'll see the next and previous buttons. Next allows you to select the next track or next station. Previous allows you to select the previous track or station. Above, you'll find the eject button to eject a CD. Next, we'll review the black buttons 1 through 6. The first button allows you to play or pause your current entertainment. The second is your browse button. When paired with USB, CD, MP3, or iPod technologies, you can press this button to navigate on the device and select a specific item. The third button is used to cancel a set alarm. When selected, the fourth button repeats the current track. Press again to stop repeat. Press the fifth button to play the tracks randomly. Press again to stop random mode. The sixth button is used when you're in one of the menus and want to exit the level you're in. When used with Bluetooth, you can press this button to reject or cancel a call. Your vehicle comes standard with 2 cup holders and power ports located in the center of the dashboard. These 12-volt accessory power ports will operate when the ignition key is either in the off, accessory, or on position. For ease of use, your Kenworth was equipped with CB radio brackets and mounts to firmly secure your CB radio to your truck. Performing pre-trip inspections is one of the best ways to ensure that your vehicle won't have any unexpected problems while on the road. Your vehicle is equipped with the BVA 85 brake valve actuator to help you perform pre-trip inspections easier and safely. Follow the operator guide in your vehicle to activate the pre-trip inspection system. Depress the service brake pedal. Pull the yellow parking brake knob to set the parking brakes. Push the red trailer supply knob to release the trailer parking brakes. Depress the service brake pedal. Release the brake pedal. Inspect trailer brakes for proper stroke adjustment. When finished, press the yellow knob to deactivate the pre-trip inspection mode and release the parking brakes. It's good practice to carry emergency equipment in your vehicle in the event of a roadside emergency. Your Kenworth vehicle is equipped with a warning triangle mounted parallel to the back wall and between the seats should you need it. You also have a fire extinguisher on the side of the driver's seat, secured by 2 Velcro straps. The fire extinguisher handle should be to the back to avoid interference with the seat restraint when the seat is deflated. Be sure to read the operating instructions and warning label located on your fire extinguisher. While all fire extinguishers share a common goal, not all look alike. You'll want to know exactly how to use yours in the unlikely event that you'll need it later.